Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Homayoon TV, specifically Cubase for composers. And today I'm going to tell you about a valuable workflow and a tool in Cubase, and that is called Event to Parts. So let's go. Okay, in the core of it, what it does is that it turns any number of events into a singular part. And of course, it has creative aspects to it, but it also increases the speed of your workflow, and it makes your life a bit easier when you're moving stuff around. But it also has some other cool things in it too. So let's go. Let's say we have a bunch of audio files, and normally if you want to move things around, you have to, if you want, for example, I want these 4 events to move them somewhere else, or I want to copy paste them somewhere else. I need to really click and drag here. So, and then I do Control and D to duplicate them, and then I just grab them. But the risk is that, for example, if you are in a complicated project and you miss something and then you have to put it back, and was snapping on, the grid was on, was it off? So, you know, we want to avoid this kind of problems, and because they can actually come if your project is quite big. And now how to avoid this when you're moving things around. The best thing is to just click and drag like this, all right? And then I'm gonna hold Control on my keyboard, right click, all right? And then I do, as you can see here, events to parts, okay? Now I do events to parts here. And as you can see now, these lines have been added, and it's like all the audio events are now in a big box. Okay, so they are like enclosed in one container, and that is called a part. And it makes life quite easier because you can just move it around the way you want, and you don't have to really worry about moving stuff around that's not supposed to happen. Okay, now you might say, how can I edit it? You can just open your editor if you just double click on it or press enter on your keyboard. And then as you can see, these are my audio files, and you can just simply move them around and do whatever you want to do with them. And the fun thing is that you can also be creative here. You can also add stuff, duplicate things around, and as you wish. So it's really your playground, but just bear in mind that this is a one track here. So you have this gray thingy here that it shows that this part of the track is going to be muted, and this guy is going to come into the game, all right? So every time you see a gray, it means that that part is not going to play back. And of course, you might say, hey, how can I swap this the grayed out part? Because, for example, you want this part to be played and not the lower one. And you have this gray box here, there's like this crossfade thing, and you can just simply change it. So if you click on it, it will swap your crossfade. You have it also in the beginning as well. So you can just start and move forward. All right. Okay, now on to the next tip. Let's see. I'm going to dissolve this because you can also do it. Hold Control on your keyboard, right click on your mouse, and then go to dissolve part. And it's the same. So everything is here. You can just move them around. Now I'm going to show you something. There are parts, for example, if you have one shots or some effects or something, that are really in a peculiar moment in time. So it's not that the clip is really starting on your 3. So this is bar 3, for example, or bar 4 or whatever. Sometimes you have stuff that are like really in a half of a beat, somewhere in the middle of a track, like a mini thing like this, you know. Maybe you have an effect, maybe you have like a one shot or something. And moving around can be a pain in the butt. So what you can do, and also the other thing is that with not even just moving them can be difficult, but also duplicating them in the same duration in other parts of your song. So for example, if I have this, if I do Control D to duplicate it, I need to really find the timing here. So for example, this is here, almost the ending of the second beat. So then I have to also do this. So it's quite difficult, all right? Now what I'm going to do is that, well, two methods. First method is that you can use the range tool, press 2 on your keyboard, and this thingy activates here. This is the range selection tool. And I just do this. I click and drag over my audio file, and then I do Control, right click to open the context menu, and then I click on Bounce Selection. And it's going to say, hey, do you want to replace this event? Because when you bounce, it means that it's going to be something like recorded and it will be added to our file. And I'm going to say, please. All right, now look, it's like this audio file. The recording started here, there was nothing, and then this came here, you know, hypothetically, not really. But there is silence added to my audio file, which now makes life quite easier if I want to move this thing around within the same timing, because you can just move it around, okay? But now there's also another way, which is a bit faster. I mean, this was already quite fast, but then it doesn't really require extra space to render or a bounce and stuff. So I'm just gonna go back. But before that, I wanted to tell you guys something cool. If you ever wanted to support the channel and also buy something cool for yourself or a friend, you can also now buy a shortcut, which I will also put some pictures there that you can see. This one is now compatible with Cubase. I was already selling the ones that are compatible with Dorico, but this one is now compatible with Cubase. Check it out. It's a cool addition to the studio. I'll put the link in the description below. And if you buy it within this week, you get a 10% early access discount. All right, so let's continue. Now on to the last thing that I was telling you guys. This is super easy. You just click on it, all right, and then right click, and I will go then to events to parts. So you can also do it on singular events, and then now it's an event. Super easy, right? And what it does, it allows me to use this arrow here, use this the tiny indicator on the box to just make it bigger. So basically I'm adding, you know, silence around the file, which makes life quite easier because you can just put them around and easy to just manipulate. And the fun thing is that now you can just go back to it. So I right click and with it holding Control, and then I do dissolve part. And yeah, that was it for today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and also if you have any questions, put it in the comment section. And till later, Homayoon out.